Traders, FX Pip Collector here. Today is Wednesday, September 11th, and I'm going to be analyzing the Euro US dollar starting on the monthly, working my way all the way down to the 1 hour time frame for the full top-down analysis. So on the Euro dollar monthly, I'm still looking at this as possibly being either an expanding flat wave C, which would likely go all the way up to one of these higher fib levels, or possibly a running flat wave C, which would make a lower high compared to these highs over here. Either way, I still think it should lead to a pretty big uptrend for either scenario. Going down to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, I still think this is the end of a wave 2 back here. I think this is a wave 1 of wave 3, a wave 2 of wave 3. I still think this is a wave 3 of wave 3, and I still think there's a very good likelihood that on these higher time frames, it will continue to make higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and just keep on trending up. So let's take that into consideration, head down to the daily time frame. So we do have CPI inflation data coming out today for the US, which is definitely going to be a pretty big deal. And then next week we have interest rate for the US, so definitely going to be a pretty big next couple weeks. Now, I am definitely looking at this move down as possibly a crutch into this move up right here. So if we do get like a good Fibonacci bounce at the news, then I definitely will take it as a long possibly for the continuation of the uptrend. But I definitely want to see a nice break of structure, which I'll show you on the sort of time frames, on the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, it definitely made a pretty good push up today, as you can see. We do not have a break of structure yet, though, so the trend is still down, and we are kind of right in between two Fibonacci levels, so I think if anything, it's probably going to go down more. And today's news actually could cause this to go down more, possibly, and maybe even next week is when it actually ends the correction. Until we actually break structure to the upside, saying that these three waves, the ABC is over and gives us a nice Fibonacci bounce, I would say the trend is definitely still down, at least on the 4 hour time frame range. So let's head down to the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, like I said, if it breaks and holds above structure really well, then heck yeah, I definitely will turn into a buyer. But with the big news coming out today and the fact that we didn't really turn at a Fibonacci level, I'm kind of expecting that this possibly is going to go down more, and this is actually going to stretch out into a much bigger correction on the higher time frames. Maybe even go down to like the 50% Fibonacci retracement or even the 61% Fibonacci retracement on the daily time frame. Now, if the news comes out and this thing just blows right past blows right past this structure level, then I definitely will become a buyer at the end of all pullbacks I see, because the trend is up on basically all the higher time frames, and the trend is your friend. So we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. I mean, in my opinion, the correction does not look over. It looks like it needs to go down more. But if it does decide to end the correction, then we definitely will get on board, and we definitely will start looking for longs in an uptrend. So don't forget to join my free Discord group, which is linked down here in the corner. And as always, thank you and happy trading.